Hi guys, it's Nicole, and today we have a clean with me style video. I am going to kind of bounce around in topics during the voiceover. I've asked previously if people prefer voiceover or music. Everybody collectively kind of prefers the voiceover. And I kind of like it as a chance to sort of update you guys on things that aren't like layout specific or challenge specific that would be talked about more in a process video. So all the clips in this video were pretty much from the end of December through the end of January. Every time I started tackling my room, I kept wanting to do like I have done in the past, where I've done like a reset of my room. I've put everything away. I've done like a general maintenance of dusting and vacuuming and wiping and trash and stuff like that. This month was just kind of all over the place, but I did get some things accomplished that I had been putting off. I kind of started with just all the random piles of stuff that I had on my floor. I had various project materials like sketch bundles sitting out, notes and plans for different things that are coming up, things that I had pulled out and used recently, recent purchases, Christmas stuff. Like there was just stuff everywhere. And so I took a bunch of empty bins and just did like a quick sort so that I could then later take these bins and put them in their homes if they had a home. So like I've got a bin for stamps and dies that go with the stamps. I have a separate bin for what I would consider to be like standalone dies. I had a bin of like stencils, background stamps, and then like right in front of the bin in the foreground of the frame, you can see I've got a stack of like 6x6 papers and random stuff that I had been using throughout December that kind of needed to be sorted through a little bit further. I have a subscription to the Spellbinders like die of the month. I had a bunch of those that were still in the mailers, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get a tighter hold on some of this stuff that's going on. I even started stacking stuff in the back. So like I had foam strips that I had replenished in an order from scrapbook.com. I had various like cardstocks and like basic papers stacked up behind there, cutting mats, like things that just kind of needed a home. From there, I moved over to, I kind of consider this just my main work area. This is where I actually put layouts together. My camera sits above me, so most of the time when I do like a big cleanup, I do try to start here because I know at some point I'm going to run out of time cleaning and I'm going to need to jump back into things. I know people have asked before and have noticed that some months the only videos that I post are videos that are design team requirements. When you see that kind of thing happen on my channel, that's kind of a good indicator of where I'm at as far as time, energy, that kind of thing. I tend to work through a list of things that I need to get done, and I am really good about working on them in the order of priority. If it's something that somebody else needs from me, I work on those first. So needing to put a layout together so that I can get those photos taken, get the photos edited, and turn them into somebody else who then uses it for social media, advertising, that kind of thing, I'm going to work on that stuff first. And so if you don't see videos and projects for me sprinkled in the month for like my projects, so like creating the collections and the 6x6 sketchbook and things like that, that's kind of a good indicator that I either just ran out of time or I just wasn't feeling it that month. So I've had a couple comments of like, you know, are you going to do anything else besides like the design team requirements? Yes, I would love to. Some months, if I'm just not there mental health wise, I'm gonna just do the things that I have agreed to do that other people are waiting for me to turn in, because I don't ever want to leave somebody like hanging. I don't want to miss a deadline. Like when I have hosted even like YouTube hops and YouTube collaborations, like I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of other people turning in links or photos and things like that. So I always try to make that a priority. So I did a pretty good job of getting everything put away on my desk. I tend to shift everything over in sections and just kind of spray it down, wipe it, do a good like dusting job. The bins, I pulled most of my bins out and went through and pulled out things that didn't belong there and kind of reorganized, resorted whatever was in there, and just kind of moved through what I was in the mood to tackle. I was kind of surprised that this day I was tired of my giant purge pile, and so I went ahead and just started pulling all that stuff out and sorting it into large flat rate boxes. This is something that I have been putting off for a very long time just because I know it's very overwhelming to me. There's a lot of stuff, but at the same time, I would rather get it out of here and get it into the hands of somebody else that wants it or can use it. So I'm hoping in February to film and upload some purge box videos. At this point, I think I have like 5 boxes of Scrapbook Generation page kits. I really went through and kind of just purged ones that I didn't love anymore, or I didn't feel like they fit photos that I have. And I don't want to keep something and have the mental space of, well, maybe someday I'll have photos that would work really well with this. We all know that we have a lot of stash. If that instance happens, I can dig through my stash and find something. So if you missed out on the days of Scrapbook Generation having all these amazing kits, keep an eye out on my channel in February. I will probably start announcing it, I'd say probably a week before the videos go up, just so that you kind of have an idea of when they're coming. But like I said, there's 4, I think maybe 5, and then I just found some more kits. So there's at least 5 or 6 boxes of just kits. And I kind of went through and made it so that there was an even mix of every box kind of has some large kits, medium kits, and smaller kits. And then one box is all just boy crazy and girl crazy kits. So somebody that has like kids might be more interested in that. Or you could even go like halves with a friend and divvy everything up based on what you like and what you don't like, that kind of thing. And then I've got a couple other boxes. I don't remember if I filmed sorting through them or not, but there's like old Stamping Up sets, old, I used to belong to like a Stamp of the Month kit, and I can't think of the name of the company, but it was like a different little girl with like a themed outfit and a sentiment that went with her. I found all those. I have some like greeting farm stamps. Like there's just stuff that I'm like, I don't know what to do with it locally. So I'm going to attempt to just load up these flat rate boxes with as much stuff as I possibly can and kind of price them as low as I can. Because I would, like I said, I would rather see these go to somebody that's going to use them. And then I was feeling like I wanted to tackle this a little bit later in the month. Not necessarily like an overhaul of organizing. It was more just things needed to get put away. I had like piles of paper that were sitting there. My paper has a home. I just wasn't taking the time in the moment to put things away. I had a pile of like different memorabilia and photos that I needed to figure out. So a lot of the stuff like letter stickers, pattern paper, if it had a home, I put it away. I didn't film the process of me cleaning it because my closet is so small. I mean, technically it's a walk-in closet, but to try to get my camera in there with me, it's a pain in the ass, and you would just literally be staring at my butt the whole time. And I'm not really wanting to do that. So I just kind of did a before and an after. Just kind of cleaned up the bins that were there. I went through everything that was on the floor if it had a home, it went in a home. If it didn't have a home, it went into one of these clear stacking trays down here on the bottom to kind of go through and deal with another time. So then I moved over and was just kind of cleaning up various things. And then I needed to do layout photos because a lot of times when I'm in the middle of cleaning my room, I'm also editing videos at the same time, because there's a lot of waiting for the files to render into the editing software, and that takes time. And then when I finish editing the video, I have to wait for it to compress and export. So a lot of times I'll have something running and then be doing things like this while I'm kind of waiting for that to go in the background. So I was cleaning up various projects. Apparently you can see a sneak peek to a video that's coming up next week. Shh, don't tell anybody. I like to take them over in front of my window to do like the detail photos. It's just, my process kind of changes every couple months, but I tend to just stay somewhere near my window because it's kind of the only good lighting that I have. So went and put my boards away, went and checked off some stuff that I needed to make sure, okay, I got that done. What am I moving on to? I needed to get cutting some cut files. So that's another thing that I'll do while I'm cleaning, is if I think I need to cut something that's going to take a while, I'll just have it running and then go clean up. So this is obviously a different day. I had gone back and finished November and December month in review layouts and the project that you saw the sneak of. So I am cleaning up all the scraps from that Hello Today collection kit that I've been working on. Like I said, this month as far as cleaning was kind of all over the place. And I kind of feel like I've been all over the place a little bit too, but that works for me. I know some people are just like super organized and they work on one thing and then they clean it up and then they do their photos and they edit their video and they don't move on to the next thing until the whole process has kind of gone through. I tend to work in batches, maybe. Like I'll do a couple layouts, then I'll do all the photos for those. I'll edit all the videos for those, clean up from all of those, that kind of thing. So, I don't know. And I know a lot of you find these videos motivational, so I'm not just putting my shame out on the internet for no reason. I do hope that even if it's just to clean up your area like this, just like your mat or your workspace, can kind of spark that drive to keep going or move to another area or pull out a bin and maybe just clean up that one bin, that kind of a thing. This is the point where I took those bins that I did a quick sort and now I'm going to put them in the home where they belong. And I've got those like plastic DVD dividers in between these, but they're kind of a pain in the butt just because they're so short. Like I think I'm going to go and like tape two of them together so they're taller. But I do like a very basic category type thing. Like I have alphas, words, backgrounds and cover plates, scene building, florals, others. Like I keep it pretty simple because I know if I'm looking for something specific, I kind of know where it's going to be. And I kind of I know like a lot of people use Evernote or they'll make like a sample binder. I really like just flipping through it because a lot of times while I'm flipping through things, I'll see something else that I wasn't considering and I'll incorporate that as well. Still tackling my lists. A lot of times I'll carry a list forward, whatever I haven't done. You guys should see the current list that I've been working through in the last 48 hours. Like part of me is like, dang girl, be proud of yourself. The other part of me is like, holy hell, why did you let things stack up? And I'm like, because I'm me. That's what I do. I'm good at procrastinating. But yeah. This is going to go up in February, but I do like to post these on Wednesdays. So by the time this goes up, I think you guys are getting 2 videos this day. Yeah, I think you have 2 videos this day. But I do like to put them on Wednesdays just because that's kind of what I title them. And then an extra video is always fun, right? So again, I went through bin by bin and put anything away that had a home. That was all the clips that I had for this month. I'm hoping in February to have a more true like room reset, and I'll share that with you guys. Until then, I'll catch you later, and maybe one of these videos will inspire you to continue to watch my channel today. If not, I'll catch you later.